Persuasive speeches also address questions of value. And like questions of fact, questions of value look at influencing people's beliefs. But they're a little bit different because with a question of value, the speaker is going to be passing judgment on something. So rather than addressing a question of whether something exists or whether it will occur or what caused it, a question of value is going to look at whether something's good or bad, right or wrong, moral or immoral. These are the questions that make the value statement a judgment of something rather than whether it exists. And as I said, the focus remains on influencing beliefs, but it takes it a step further with that emphasis on judgment. There's a nice interview with John Wooden before he passed away, and at one point the interviewer asks him whether his parents had an impact on him, and Wooden is quick to say that parenting is the most important profession. By passing that judgment, using that word most important, he is providing a question of value, an answer to a question of value. He's saying this is the most important thing, parenting. We can also make a question of value the centerpiece of our persuasive speech. For example, in returning to the carbon emissions example, I could say something like, reducing carbon emissions is the most important issue facing the world. Now this is different than the question of fact related to my previous thesis that a cap-and-trade system would decrease global warming. That was essentially a cause-effect argument, so it's a question of fact. This is a little bit different. It still relates to carbon emissions, but now I'm passing judgment on an aspect of carbon emissions. So reducing those emissions is the most important, among all the issues facing the world, the most important issue that we face.